you?
Okay, good night. I was just wondering, we were just talking about all the things that are going on about the Dutch national team. What's the story about the Swedish national team at the moment?
Well, it's a lot of things changing. We got a new coach and well, we lost a lot of players. You know, Zlatan Ibrahimovic is not playing the national team. Kim Källström stopped. The goalkeeper Isaksson stopped as well, and a few other players. So it's like a totally new team in Sweden, and everybody's a bit curious. But I think the biggest change now is that we're going to see a team again, a real solid team that's going to work for each other. Before it was a little bit more like, let's hope that Zlatan can do something positive for us, and now we can't rely on that anymore. So I think it's going to be a team that you're going to see with Sweden again. Well, the emphasis on team.
Yeah, Claes, are the Swedish people, are they afraid about this new start, or are they very excited?
A bit of both, I would say, actually, because yeah, of course, I mean, Zlatan is leaving a huge hole. I mean, he's extremely popular. You can see, well, ticket-wise for the game against Holland, they had to drop the prices now because before, I mean, a lot of people just came to see Zlatan, and now it's like a new thing for everyone. Everyone really don't know. What you can see, on the other hand, is like they're more available for media. It's more open. You can see it's a bit more of a laughter maybe with the team, around the team. And I think it's quite an optimism regarding that. But then everybody obviously is a bit worried. What can we do with this team? How good is it? I mean, there's a lot of new young players coming through. Some of them hasn't been playing a lot in the international football, but hopefully the core from the under-21 team who won the European Championships a year ago is can they make the step up and be the backbone of a new Swedish team that can develop and do something good.
Yeah, does everyone know in Sweden about the crisis around the Dutch national team?
Yeah, it's been a few stories about that, and yeah, I mean, everybody knew that Holland missed out on the European Championship because Iceland was coached by Lars Lagerbäck, who's now in the national setup again. Well, it was quite a big story that they got qualified before Holland. So yeah, the problem in Dutch football is documented in Sweden, and I think everyone is a bit curious as well. What's happening in Holland? Because you still got some good players, but why isn't working? And all the trouble with coaches leaving, and the loss now against Greece, and I think everyone is like hoping for one more loss.
Yeah. So you're very up to date. What do you expect for the game from Tuesday? Will Sweden win?
I hope so.
I can imagine that. Yes.
I think it's going to be a difficult game. I think you're going to see a Swedish team who will be quite careful. I don't think you're going to see a Swedish team that will go all the way and forward attacking. I think that you're going to see a team that emphasizes on hard work, defensively, doing the right things, and maybe let Holland have the ball and try to be creative and then go on the counter attack. A draw, I think we'll be quite pleased. A win, everybody will be very, very excited. But I think a lot of people expect a very, very difficult game and maybe even a loss. But I think a draw would make a good start for Sweden.
All right. One more question. Have you ever heard that you look exactly the same as the coach of Ajax?
No, I haven't heard that
All
one.
right, Google that later. Peter Bos is his name. People are asking me questions. Is this the Swedish brother of Peter Bos? And who should we look out for this Tuesday on the Swedish team? No Zlatan as the star, but who's going to be the next star?
Well, that's a big question. I mean, it's a few players that they're talking about now that maybe will give in a start. One guy is Alexander Fransson. He plays for Basel now. He used to be in Norrköping. You got Rodén, a player who just signed for Crotone in Italy. Exciting young player. obviously, Victor Lindelöf.
There we go.
I see. Well, maybe I don't know who's. It's my fault. Went to Holland sometimes. Victor Lindelöf, the Benfica player, is a really, really good player and has a bright future. And I think he did the right decision to stay in Benfica, to play hopefully quite regularly in the Champions League football. He's a big one, and hopefully we see more about Hiljemark, the old PSV player who's doing well for Palermo.
Yes.
I think he can be an important player for Sweden for quite a long time.
All right. Claes, thank you so much for your time, and good luck this Tuesday.
Thank you. Just same to you. Bye-bye.